What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. We are up this morning. I'm letting them pop these balloons from the baby shower with little plastic knives. So they're doing a great job. And then they're gonna pick them up, right? Yay! We are 1 week, 1 week and 2 days postpartum, and we actually have an appointment today with my midwife. They see the mamas earlier this time around. They said they do things a little bit differently from when I had Judah. So I was like, I double checked with her today. I was like, hey, do I need to come? I'm not quite 2 weeks yet. And she said, yeah, sometimes they'll check in sooner. So I told her, I told her that we'll be there. I'm just having a late breakfast, and honestly, guys, I'm still trying to recover. I thought I had got all this mucus out of my throat and it feeling dusty and stuff in my throat. But last night I woke up to a little bit of a coughing spell. Just felt like a tickle was in my throat. So I'm still recovering, doing great. Baby wise, but personally wise, I feel I was like 96%. I feel like I went back to like 90%. So I'm not taking any medicine or anything. There's Babe. He just installed Noah's car seat. Now I'm about to run up and get Noah dressed, and then Judah has to get dressed. But I've done their hair, they brushed their teeth, they've washed their face, they've had breakfast. And I'm gonna I had a just egg sandwich with avocado spread and nutritional yeast. I had to make myself eat because I was like, man, when I have mucus in my throat, I don't know about other people, but I want it out. But you can hear it like in my voice a little bit. It's a little raspy, but it's been coming up and out. Yesterday was my best day. So, it's inconvenient for me to wake up with these coughs because the cough actually kept me up like an additional hour, and Noah was up like an hour before that. And then I ended up staying up almost 3 hours. So I am tired today. It felt like the first or second day we had just had him. But outside of today, every day I woke up feeling rested. And I typically get a little sleepy around 3 to 5 o'clock. But I'm not a big napper. So I'll lay on the bed. But I haven't been like dozing off or sleeping when the baby sleeps. Just because I'm not a big napper. So I've just been going to bed earlier, and then our mornings start by 7:30. He's up, he's up, and he's already been up, had his feeding. What I'm gonna do before we go is nurse him again for the car ride. Make sure he's clean and dry. We have to pull his I have an ounce in the haka, and then I have 2 bottles with ounces in them I'm gonna take for the appointment, and then I'll probably nurse him again and probably just wait and pump tonight. So I've been pumping every day since Saturday, and I've been making really good milk. I'm so proud. I was telling Babe, I was like, babe, I don't think I want no more kids, man. The thought of having to birth, oh my gosh. But that's his little milk, guys. So I'm starting to build up some milk. I started with 1 ounce, and now look at him. I've got Babe shoes on. Started with 1 ounce, and now last night I bagged 3 bags of 1.5 ounces. So he's still nursing, and then I give him 1 ounce after nursing. Like they told me to maintain his bowel movements and his urine output. So yeah, we're gonna carry you guys along with us today, and yeah, it should be a fun one. I'm just kind of concerned. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't have a flare from all this pollen. But it did rain yesterday, and you know what? at this point, I'm like, God, I trust you with my body. I trust you with my healing, because you know your girl don't like to feel like nothing in her throat, nothing's cutting off her breathing, nothing's blocking her airway. And this is just a part of life, and I'm gonna have to get through this part. It sucks feeling like, stuff is in there, but my body's doing what it's supposed to do, and I'm gonna keep speaking it, and I'm gonna be fine. So yeah, I may not feel 100%, but I thank God for life, and I thank God for the season of life that we're in. So come along with us for the ride. Y'all getting it gone. Good job.
It's okay to.
I wanted to leave these balloons up for a long time, but yeah, I can't take it another day. They've been up since March 16th or 17th. It's April now. So it's it's time to get them gone. Room back in order. I'm doing good, guys. I'm not doing any chores anymore. I had a little hiccup where I did, but it wasn't nothing intentional. So, but I'm good now. I didn't do much. I had to put some stuff in here, like nothing heavy, and I had wiped down the counters, the light switches, the doorknobs, because I was gonna be bringing Noah down. And before I realized that, I was on my feet an hour and a half. Not a good thing. That was last Thursday or Friday. Learned my lesson. It put me back a day. So yeah, not doing that anymore. Babe is in charge of the dishes, all that stuff. And I've just been doing little breakfast items for myself and waffles for the boys. So you learn. Hi guys, hope y'all are doing great. Just wanted to pop in for today. Just to let you guys know, I know I said I was gonna take you guys along with us to our appointment. However, when we got there, my blood pressure was up, like not, I ain't gonna say not bad. It was elevated. So they wanted to make sure that I wasn't postpartum preeclamptic, which is normally a rise in the blood pressure after you have the baby. It can happen before or the 2 weeks after you have the baby. So thank God my urine came back with no protein, but my numbers were like 140 something over 106, which I've never had blood pressure issues before. Wanting to be real and raw and transparent, this is real life, guys. And I haven't had any symptoms like swelling, headache, blurred vision, none of that. No dizziness. I told them last night was probably one of the most worst nights that I've had, for the simple fact I had a little tickle in my throat come back after getting Noah settled. I had fed him, changed his clothes, because his bottle, the milk I had pumped, I had put some in a bottle. You guys that know how we've had to feed him this first week, that's why. So the bottle was leaking a little bit. It leaked on his onesie. He pooped. I got him cleaned up, and I laid back down, all in the course of maybe 45 minutes to an hour, right? Because he nurses, or typically he'll nurse then take the bottle, but I think last night I just did the bottle. I think I nursed him, waited about 15 minutes, then gave him the bottle. But it leaked a little bit on his onesie like now. So I'm about to give him a bath now. I want to say hi to everyone. Say I'm awake. Say I'm awake. Say hi. But yeah, so crazy night, because I laid down, hadn't had no sign of no tickle in my throat. And for those that know and have been following, we have all had sinuses and allergies 2 weeks before the baby shower. Post the baby shower, something viral hit our house. right before the baby shower that week, I got sick off of a Moe's bowl. So I don't, if y'all hear Babe, he playing Call of Duty. I got sick off of a Moe's bowl. I don't know. I just was profusely vomiting and was like nothing to eat or drink for like 12 to 16 hours, which was hard. And then I had so much congestion from the sinuses the week prior and the pregnancy congestion that I had all this time. So it is, yeah, it's been a crazy month. But yeah, the little tickle in my throat came back. I've been fighting that since the baby shower into labor. Even it was something I battled with significantly right before I went into labor, and it was rough because I was so congested. I was getting sick off of mucus. Like I couldn't even keep anything down because of the mucus coming up. And so due to the tickle in my throat. So I was on the Benadryl, you know, 50 milligrams, per my midwife, just to kind of help with the drainage, and then that way I could sleep and then I could eat something, right, without it coming up. But ultimately it led to him getting here because I think I was coughing so hard it just put me in labor and I didn't know it, you know. I didn't know it was gonna do that. But anyway, he got here safe. Fast forward to today, my pressure was high, and I kind of was a little bit on edge because I didn't sleep well. And that's the first night since night 1 or 2 that I didn't sleep well. My sleep has been wonderful because he sleeps normally. But last night with me coughing, I think that was disruptive to him. And then he wanted to be held, and mommy couldn't hold him. I had to get up, and I think I kind of induced it more worse by irritating my airway when I woke up and started trying to clear out what I felt versus just allow my body to do it naturally and clear it on its own. I was like being forceful trying to cough it up. So this morning when I woke up, all my diaphragm, everything was so fatigued and so like felt heavy, and it felt harder to breathe. And so I just told Babe this morning, I was like, it's a rough, like, I had a rough night. And Babe, you know, I didn't at the time know, but he was battling a migraine. So he was sleeping through that. Normally he's up and down, you know, with me through the night with him. And he doesn't, like, he sleeps really 3 to 4 hours at a time. He doesn't wake up every 2 hours to eat or anything. And we kind of had tapered off of waking him up because he's doing so well with his poopies and peepees now. And he's having normal ones and having frequent ones. So initially we were waking him up to feed him and take his onesie off with every feeding. But now we don't have to do that anymore. We kind of had transitioned off of that these past few days anyway. But yeah, so I ended up just having to lie down. They checked my urine. No protein was in it, thank God. So I wasn't having to be sent to the hospital or anything. And my midwife is so wonderful. She goes based on your situation and really assesses everything. And she was like, I know you guys had a horrible night, you know, so to speak. So she was like, I'm gonna attribute it to that, not sleeping, this viral thing we've been trying to clear since, gosh, 2 weeks now, that came back with a vengeance, you know. And just being tired, you know. I have been very like energetic, very good, very, you know, in a great headspace, very intentional with myself, taking care of myself this postpartum period. But it still don't negate like I'm pumping, you know, my body's tired. And I think last night was kind of one of those nights where you feel it the next day. It ain't kinda, it was there. And so it was the first time I felt how I felt with Judah, like day 2, kind of out of my body experience type feeling, you know. But totally normal. But the pressure, I think is reflective of that. And I had a rough night getting in uh, and Judah got into a fight physically. And we had to, well, I didn't break them up, but we had to kind of tell them to stop and force them to stop. And they just got into it really bad. So that really upset me because I hate when my boys fight. I know they love each other just as hard, but I hate when they fight. So all of that today I think contributed to my blood pressure. And babe was like, don't get upset anymore, let me discipline and say, he said, even if I don't get upset and yell at them, because he stays calmer than what I do. He's like, don't you take it to where you have to do it. I'm gonna handle it. I'm daddy. If you need to tell me something, just let them know you're gonna tell daddy, and daddy will handle it. So that's what mommy's gonna do, because I don't want my pressure to be up, and I don't want to be stressed. It's been our first week. We made it through. We're not quite 2 weeks postpartum yet, so just giving my body time, that grace. And yesterday was my first day having the boys by myself. So I don't know if I was on edge about that. And then I thought I had found a little lump in my boob. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was stressing out a little bit. And I think all of that, just a combination, which my midwife was like so reassuring. She's like, you're fine. I believe it's the milk ducts, and your boobie's going to be lumpy and bumpy for the next year because you're breastfeeding. Don't even worry about it. It's very, very, very rare to have like breast cancer and breastfeeding. So yeah, I think I was just wigging out a tad. And so, all those things do play a part in blood pressure and elevation and just being tired. I know if I haven't slept well and I'm irritable and we were rushing to get to our appointment and I had just had a coughing spell, it probably is due to the causing the blood pressure to elevate. But I did check my blood pressure just now before, because she did suggest medication for a one-time dose today, and then for either a couple days or a couple weeks starting tomorrow. So today I just took, like at 7:19, a dose of nifedipine, which I've never been on blood pressure medicine. So that was half of the battle today. Me mentally not psyching myself out about it, because I'm very holistic. I am a nurse. I'm a registered nurse, but I'm very holistic with myself and my family. So you guys know we don't vaccinate, we don't circumcise. My babies have always, we don't really do pediatricians like that, but I'm coming to the realization that we might need one, just as an as needed basis, just to be established somewhere. So I'm okay with that. But we did have a traumatic experience when we were in Arizona. We took Gideon for his like third checkup for a well visit, and our baby got so sick. Like, he wasn't even sick. And it kind of scarred us a little bit. So Judah, he's seen in his whole lifetime one doctor for a rash and that he had, and that was an urgent care that don't even take insurance. You pay by visit. And so I'm thinking about trying to get them established with them, if they'll see kids at a certain age, which I think they do. The lady was telling me. So, yeah, he's just enjoying being rocked. This is what he wants all the time, so I love it. But yeah, so um, she did. I don't know how I got on all that, but um, oh, being holistic. So she did suggest nifedipine. So I was initially hesitant, but I went on and said, okay, they're here to help me. I don't want to, have high blood pressure looming and not know what's going on. And I'm postpartum. It's a lot of factors. I'm 38. I'm 39. Just turned 39 in February. Like, I need to remember my birthday. But yeah, I think this is the part postpartum where I want to be the most transparent and say it's such a fragile time for mom, dads, even, because you're holding down the fort. Like, my husband's been holding it down. He's been sick too. He's had, pinched nerve in his shoulder. He had to go to the ER the week that I went into labor. Like, it's been a crazy month for us this month, and the blessing has been our son, you know. However, it still has been crazy, and I'm just grateful that I have a great birthing team that cares so much to um really look at the whole picture for me, you know, and intervene. Just like when they saw my hemoglobin, I mean my iron was lower, like it was 10.9, they wanted it to be 11. They intervened and they put me on iron. I took it and today I got off of it because my iron was 15.4, I think, right? It was fine. But it's just those allowing people to help you whenever you need the help. Especially with me being a nurse, I think I tend to think, oh gosh, side effects. I'm sensitive to medicine. Oh, I don't trust anybody with my body, but I want people to trust me when I'm working with them, you know, and do what the doctor asks so we can help them, you know. But it's the same token, releasing that control and just trusting that God is going to have your back and you're going to be fine. So I took the dose, the one dose of nifedipine, literally, like just now, not three, even an hour ago. And I was like, okay, I read over the side effects, you know, but prayerfully and thankfully, I'm declaring there will not be any. And I'm going to be just fine. And my pressure, I'm going to check it in an hour to make sure it went down. It was 153 over 85 before Davon got back with it. And tomorrow he's gonna have to go pick up the labetalol because they didn't have it. They had to order it. So he'll go back and get that for me tomorrow. Or we may all get out and ride. It was nice today to just get out and ride and smell some fresh air, honestly, because I've been scared to go outside because of the pollen. But it rained really good Saturday and some yesterday. So I was like, okay, you know, we'll mosey out today. And it went great. So, but anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know the update. I'm fine. Praise God. I didn't have to go to the hospital. Um, you know, it's just at first I was like, dang, you know, like, man, because you don't want your body to like do stuff it shouldn't do. And God reminded me it's a part of the process. And my midwife as well, she said this is just a transitional phase after mamas have babies. Sometimes this is what happens. And God was like, do you remember when you were in Arizona and they diagnosed you with gestational diabetes, and I tried to fight it saying it's because I'm vegan. They gave me that sugary drink because I was still connected to a midwife, but it was through a medical office. So a lot of their practices were still medical, you know. And I didn't like that. You know, my midwife now don't do that sugary drink. She does I think a vegan drink actually. And I've never been gestational diabetes with her our last two home births. So, you know, I probably was right, but I still had to do what they asked me to do. And I did it and I was fine and I didn't have any issues from it. Right. So God was just reminding me, you got through that. It's okay. And Davon told me, he was like, babe, I could tell you wavering in your mind about this medicine. He said, just know, look at it like it's a tornado in the area, but it's not in your backyard, you know? And we can know things. It might be, you know, your blood pressure, your gestational diabetes, or whatever you may be going through pregnant. But listen to your providers and allow them to help you, you know. And so especially with me being in healthcare, that's hard. Oh, it's so hard. And then when you're holistic, you think you do know best, you know. You do to a certain extent for you and your family, but you may still have to have help sometimes, and that's okay. That's okay. So um yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, take this time to relax even more. Like I was saying, my first week postpartum, it was a lot of phone calls, updating work, updating, you know, not insurance, but yeah, short term insurance people, and it was a lot of. I didn't watch much TV. I watched some shows. Damon's on Call of Duty, so if y'all hear him, yeah, he's playing this game. He gets into it, but y'all, uh oh, I think I'm. Uh-oh, I think I saw some milk, but anyway, or drool from Noah, but it's probably drool. But yeah, let them help you. It's okay. And just because you're going through something right now doesn't mean your body failed. It's just responding to what you just did. And it's beautiful what you just did when you brought life into the world. So if it's something not right or out of whack, let those people help you and they're going to take great care of you. So I'm just resting in that. And I did pray that the medicine would do what it's supposed to and things would resolve quicker, than what I or them, could ever imagine it will. So I'm just gonna do what they say and trust the process. Sometimes that's the worst part is giving up that control. But God has been really dealing with me on not understanding everything, but trusting. And so that's where I'm at. I have to. I have to because I don't want to do anything or be so stubborn, or so holistic that I miss something and it's, negative to my health or to our situation. And so, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna enjoy this sweet baby boy and keep you guys updated along the way. I'll start the um Beta law tomorrow. And yeah, we'll rock it out. It was just a one time dose tonight of the nifedipine. So 10 milligrams. So yeah, so far I feel fine. I'm tired, but I feel fine. I'm about to check my pressure again. And then I think I'm going to bathe Noah, get him out of this onesie, and get myself a bath, and I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to lay down and I'm going to relax. So I'll see you guys when I see you, probably maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I may wait till next week to vlog, even just to take that time to focus, put my phone down, and just be in the TV. Find me something binge worthy to watch and be in the TV and relax. So, and give my voice a break because I've been doing a lot of talking to y'all, and that might be something that I need to do. It's just kind of, I've done the first, week postpartum. I have a ton of content, and let the rest of the content be easy stuff like, what you really need as a third time mom. And, those are some videos I've been thinking about. Also, a postpartum caddy, what you need, and then a postpartum cart, what you need. So I'm gonna do those three, but I have time. Oh my gosh, I have so much time off. So yeah, I'm gonna pace myself. You guys will see some of this content rolling out. If I'm on my phone, I probably will be posting the content that I have. Even on Facebook, I'm pretty much gonna be living on YouTube now. I'm gonna post him, but not often, because we're gonna start back promoting our mobile home course in a couple weeks. At least I am. I'm gonna give myself a few more weeks to get, some rest, some much needed rest. So last week was not a lot of rest. I slept well most nights, but it wasn't a lot of rest, true rest. Like being lazy. Like, what is that? I get to be lazy. So I do want to take advantage of Davon's off. He worked yesterday, but he's off today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So before he hits his 4-day stretch, I want to make sure to get some good sleep, some good rest. So, yeah, I'll see you guys probably in a week or two. But you'll see the content before you see me. But really, you'll be seeing me. So, till next time, have a good night. Y'all see the sun's going down. It's about 8 o'clock. So, and yeah. Thank you guys for being a part of our family. If you haven't already, please like, share, be sure to subscribe. Press that notification bell so when we do post, you guys will be the first one to know it because you are our family and we are appreciative of you all. So yeah, it's quiet. The boys are like chilling downstairs. I might just lay him down, let him do his thing, He's not really asleep. I think I'm gonna wash him down, then lay him down, then take me a shower, and then I think the boys are gonna take a bath since we went out today, and I'm just gonna get cozy and relax. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.